Hi, today on Top Mortgage Employees, I have Frank Kuri, who's the Senior Vice President, Branch Development for Residential Home Funding. Frank, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Andrew.
So listen, before I don't want to talk about actually, I know you guys have great pricing. I know actually you have a crazy tech stack. You offer an unbelievable training program, but that is not the stuff actually that allows originators to grow their career in exponential ways, like I know you've done many times before. Talk about actually what you do to change the career trajectories of the originators that start to work for you guys.
Thanks, pal. I think the industry, many in the industry aren't aware, loan officers in the industry, that they can have a branch office of their own. And it's not just for the title or to have the location. It's to take their career to the next level. We help them grow the location. It's not for everyone. But, as an originator, originating your own loans, when do you get to take a break when you're going away? You don't have to have 20 LOs working in the office, but it's an opportunity that's out there that we want to make sure that everybody is aware in the industry is available through residential home funding. And we're experts at it. We really are.
So let's talk about a little bit specific. So talk about exactly what you're doing. So let's say you have an originator comes to work for you. He's doing actually great business. The production's great. Maybe they hit a production ceiling. What are you doing actually to mentor them, to show them actually to take on their own office and get that actually the ability to break through that plateau? And maybe it's a production plateau, maybe it's an income plateau. What do you do specifically within residential home funding?
So we have a department. One of the things we do is we have a department that's solely dedicated to helping branch offices staff their offices with loan officers. The director of that department will contact the branch manager and ask them a handful of questions. For example, one being, do you want loan officers with or without experience? Believe it or not, some branch managers won't take loan officers with experience because they'll say, I don't want them to bring their bad habits.
Sure.
On the other hand, some will only take loan officers with experience because they don't want to have to teach them how to qualify someone, etc. Are you a lead-based or no leads, etc.? And either answer is fine. And then once those questions are answered, our talent acquisition will go out, find the candidates, screen them for them because there are many, and then send them to the branch office for the branch manager to interview.
Well, hold on for a second, Frank. So your branch manager, you hire someone, they're an originator, they want to become a branch manager. Now you're not only showing them how to set up their branch structure, but you're going out there and finding MLOs, whether they're leads based or not leads based, whether they're new or experienced. You're doing that for them?
Every week, every day. We place loan officers in branch offices every single day, every single week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's you can't have someone in the department that's dabbling or someone within the company that's dabbling. It's a full-time job, and it works well. We've tweaked the model over several years to where it's we actually pre-screen the candidate before we send them over. That's how many opportunities there are out there. Awesome. It works out well. And for existing branch managers, they have their existing branch office. They may not be happy with communication and support where they are now. Or they're doing okay. When they come on board with us, we have the 10,000-foot view of dozens of offices all over the East Coast, and we see what works and what doesn't. I think some companies may assume, other mortgage companies may assume that the existing branches they have are autonomous and know exactly what they need to do.
Yeah.
But I've been surprised more often that when we give our mentorship and I show them, hey, you may be able to cut expenses and increase production by spending less time here and more time there, it's well received and it works. We take another snapshot 3-6 months later and boom, and then we get the thank yous and all that. It's yeah.
So listen, I know you've been personally involved in P&L branches for as long as actually I can remember. I know going back actually I think 99 was it?
Yeah, after originating myself for 12 years and successfully originating, closing about 20, 25 loans a month consistently.
Yes. Successfully is an understatement there. So you were a beast back then. You knew how to do this. Though the branch managers that are coming to you right now, they know actually that you're speaking from a place of experience, and you know what it takes actually to set up the proper shop. But so listen, so we talked about actually people that are going to have a trajectory change in their career, that are going to be originators, that are going to take on their own branch offices. So let's talk about people that already have their branch offices. What do you find are actually the biggest obstacles that they have in their current companies, that you guys break through those obstacles and help those branch managers reach those next levels of production or income?
So for the last 19 years on the branch development side, after my originating, when I asked the question, what is it about where you are now that's causing you to consider making the move? What's the concern? Number one response,
okay.
Lack of communication and support from the current company. It's rarely about pricing, if ever. It's no one's responding, and it could be operational from underwriting, or it could be human resources or accounting. Marketing. Every department has to respond within a specific period of time here. You would think, well, that's the big secret. Believe it or not, that's all it is. That's all it is. Someone actually responds to the email, picks up the phone.
All right. So listen, I've got a confession. I did a little spying on you before we did this. I saw some of your social survey, and like communications is something that's like built into your organization, because you see that actually from your reviews, which is, 4.9. I mean, it's as good as you get. If you had 5%, people don't trust it or believe it. So 4.9 is phenomenal. But you see that consistently. Communications. So this is not just coming from the senior vice president of branch development, but this is organization wide. It's built into the culture of residential home funding.
Absolutely. Social survey, again, it's a third-party company, but they are phenomenal in, what you say as a loan officer about yourself only goes so far. What others say about you is priceless. I look at reviews, even in an unrelated industry. When I'm looking at Google, I'm looking at customer reviews, even in the any other consumer product. What are others saying? When a loan officer here is trying to create a referral partnership, they'll tell the realtor, attorney, financial planner, accountant, insurance agent, builder, whoever, go to my website and read my reviews. Social survey automatically sends your post-close customer review, a Q&A, very simple, a couple minutes to complete. And it's amazing how many complete them. And we've all seen them before. Couple sentences on their experience, their first name, last initial, city and state, your standard review, but they stack up quick, and just make you say, wow. We've had borrowers even say, I was considering purchasing and refinancing a home, and I Googled and I seen the number of positive reviews with your company. I want someone to contact me. So it's priceless. If you don't have it out there, get it.
That's awesome. Fantastic. So listen, if someone's watching this and they want to get in touch with you, learn a little bit more about residential home funding, and I think you guys have a report that I know share openly with the industry. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Simply just go to rhfbranch.com. That's all you got to do. rhfbranch.com. Everything you need to know in order to find out more about the company, and the top 5 questions if you're considering a branch of your own, and how to contact me is right on the site.
Fantastic. Frank, always great seeing you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Andrew.
And I'm Andrew Berman from the Mortgage News Network. Thank you for watching.